What's up, it's Heroek, and today's vinyl unboxing is probably one of the most popular vinyl of the past year. It is 1989 Taylor's version, by Taylor Swift, of course. Now this is the Crystal Skies Blue edition, so let's open it up and see what we got. Now, in a previous vinyl unboxing, I talked about leaving a link for you guys just like to get the vinyl if you wanted. And I even said I wasn't gonna make it like an affiliate link or anything. But I actually learned that I can become an Amazon affiliate technically. And so there will be a link to this vinyl down below, but it will be an affiliate link. Now, it doesn't mean the price goes up or anything. The price stays exactly the same. All it does is that if you buy it, you support me as well as Amazon. Anyways, back to the vinyl. We have cover art on the front, 1989 Taylor's version. And we got a back cover of Taylor just probably belting some of her lyrics. It's from Republic Records. I don't know if the camera is catching that. And an FBI anti-piracy warning saying that, you know, it's distributed by UMG, Taylor Swift has the rights, all that. Now on the side, we have Republic Records, 1989 Taylor's version, and just the serial number. So opening it up, oh, that's cool. It's just a bunch of pictures of Taylor all around. So now let's look at the actual sleeves and vinyl, because this is a 2LP. For the first sleeve, we just got a picture of Taylor with all the song titles and then lyrics and credits beneath it. Lyrics in like all caps, sort of more present, and then credits just all smushed together. But this is actually pretty cool. On the other side, we have the same thing, but also a little thing that says prologue with, I'm guessing, something that Taylor wrote. It's kind of long, so bear with me. When I was 24, I sat in a backstage dressing room in London, buzzing with anticipation. My backup singers and bandmates gathered around me in a scattered circle. Scissors emerged, and I watched in the mirror as my locks of long curly hair fell in piles on the floor. There I was in my plaid button-down shirt, grinning sheepishly as my tour mates and friends cheered on my haircut. This simple thing that everyone does, but I had a secret. For me, it was more than a change of hairstyle. When I was 24, I decided to completely reinvent myself. How does a person reinvent herself, you ask? In any way I could think of, musically, geographically, aesthetically, behaviorally, motivationally, and I did so joyfully. The curiosity I had felt the first murmurs of while making Red had amplified into a pulsing heartbeat of restlessness in my ears. The risks I took when I toyed with pop sounds and sensibilities on Red, I wanted to push it further. The sense of freedom I felt when traveling to big bustling cities, I wanted to live in one. The voices that had begun to shame me in new ways for dating like a normal young woman, I wanted to silence them. You see, in the years preceding this, I had become the target of slut-shaming, the intensity and restlessness of which would be criticized and called out if it happened today. The jokes about my amount of boyfriends, the trivialization of my songwriting as if it were a predatory act of a boy-crazy psychopath, the media co-signing of this narrative. I had to make it stop because it was starting to really hurt. It became clear to me that for me, there was no such thing as casual dating, or even having a male friend who you platonically hang out with. If I was seen with him, it was assumed I was sleeping with him, and so I swore off hanging out with guys, dating, flirting, or anything that could be weaponized against me by a culture that claimed to believe in liberating women, but consistently treated me with the harsh moral codes of the Victorian era. Being a consummate optimist, I assumed I could fix this if I simply changed my behavior. I swore off dating and decided to focus only on myself, my music, my growth, and my female friendships. If I only hung out with my female friends, people couldn't sensationalize or sexualize that, right? I would learn later on that people could and people would. But none of that mattered then because I had a plan and I had a demeanor as trusting as a basket of golden retriever puppies. I had the keys to my own apartment in New York and I had new melodies bursting from my imagination. I had Max Martin and Shellback who were happy to help me explore this new sonic landscape I was enamored with. I had a new friend named Jack Antonoff who made some cool tracks in his apartment. I had the idea that the album would be called 1989 and we would reference big 80s synths and write sky-high choruses. I had sublime, inexplicable faith and I ran right toward it in high heels and a crop top. There was so much that I didn't know then, and looking back I see what a good thing that was. This time of my life was marked by right kind of naivete, a hunger for adventure, and a sense of freedom I hadn't tasted before. It turns out that the cocktail of naivete, hunger for adventure, and freedom can lead to some nasty hangovers, metaphorically speaking. Of course, everyone had something to say, but they always will. I learned lessons, paid prices, and tried to, don't say it, I'm sorry, I have to say it, Shake It Off. I'll always be so incredibly grateful for how you loved and embraced this album. You who followed my zigzag creative choices and cheered on my risks and experiments. You who heard the wink and humor in blank space and maybe even empathized with the pain behind the satire. You who saw the seeds of allyship and advocating for equality in Welcome to New York. You who knew that maybe a girl who surrounds herself with female friends in adulthood is making up for a lack of them in childhood, not starting a tyrannical hot girl cult. You who saw that I reinvent myself for a million reasons, and that one of them is to try my very best to entertain you. You who have had the grace to allow me the freedom to change. I was born in 1989, reinvented for the first time in 2014, and a part of me was reclaimed in 2023 with the re-release of this album I love so dearly. Never in my wildest dreams did I imagine the magic you would sprinkle on my life for so long. This moment is a reflection of the woods we've wandered through and all this love between us still glowing in the darkest dark. I present to you, with gratitude and wild wonder, my version of 1989. It's been waiting for you, Taylor. Wow, that was a lot, but also really cool. I've never seen an artist leave a writing or a prologue in a vinyl like that. Honestly, with that writing, watch it, I'm calling it, a couple years from now, Taylor Swift is going to release a book. I'm telling you. It's going to be about this era of her reclaiming everything and releasing Taylor's version. She's going to release a book. And the actual vinyl itself. So it is a nice blue vinyl. It's like a light blue. Side A, we got one of the birds on the inner circle, and it has Welcome to New York, blank space, style, out of the woods, and all you had to do was stay. All of them Taylor's version, of course. And on side B, we now have two birds, and it includes Shake It Off, I Wish You Would, Bad Blood, Wildest Dreams, and How You Get the Girl, again, all Taylor's version. For the second sleeve, we have another picture of Taylor, and then again, song titles, lyrics, and credits. And the back side finishes it up along with full album credits. Now for side C, or I guess disc 2, side A, we have three birds now, and it's This Love, I Know Places, Clean, Wonderland, and You Are in Love. And to wrap it up, four birds with New Romantics, Slut, Say Don't Go, Now That We Don't Talk, Suburban Legends, and Is It Over Now? Now, as far as I know, this is not the deluxe vinyl, so the only thing that's missing is Bad Blood with Kendrick Lamar. But I'm also not the biggest Taylor fan, so I don't know if this is just not the deluxe vinyl or if there's no deluxe vinyl. Anyway, as a recap, we have the full cover that gets everything, and then the two sleeves, each with their own vinyl. And on the plastic wrap it came with, it said exclusive photos, and so I'm guessing that means these. So probably depending on the variant you get, these photos are different. Anyway, that's what you get in 1989 Taylor's version Crystal Skies Blue edition. If you liked it, make sure to leave a like and subscribe because I have more vinyl unboxings on the way. If you want to get this 2LP for yourself, use the link in the description. And if you like the sweatshirt I've been wearing throughout this video, it's actually my own clothing line. So I'll leave a link to that down below as well. Feel free to grab yourself something from Quest Clothing as a way to support me. If you want to get this 2LP, use my affiliate link and it's the same price for you, but also supports me. Because overall, I'm just doing this because as a vinyl shopper, I want to know what I'm getting when I purchase a vinyl. So that's why I started this whole series. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.